Welcome to the TFO podcast, where guests get to give their thoughts, feelings, and opinions on a variety of subjects. This podcast is hosted by your very own Stacy Cook, and as always, sponsored by Fool's Guide Life Coaching. Follow me on all social media platforms. So give it up for our guest today. Yeah. One of the things I want to ask is, what's your defining moment, the thing that you're most proud of? Tell me what that is and help me understand that.
I don't know. Yep. Well, my defining moment is a sad moment. So, saddest moment in my life. So me always being a family person. Always loving my family. Us always family first. My best moment of my life defining moment I say is not because it's the worst moment. It's just being there for my dad. That's it. Like, when my mom couldn't, and she asked me,
Yep.
For her, and to be there for him, like he's always been there for us. That's my most proudest moment. Hardest moment, most proudest moment is to be there.
The interesting thing about this, so for this deep podcast discussion about this stuff, is that our family has, when it comes to brothers, there's four of us that I would say are grown up.
Yeah.
We have a very much younger brother, but the four grown up brothers all did to me exactly what we have always done traditionally by our personalities, by how we've always been. You have always been the person that's the most empathetic, sympathetic. You're the emotional person. You stepped up and did all of the things that somebody with your personality would do at the time. And that's why your mom came to you. She came to you to be that person because she knew you were that person. She came to me to do all of the details because she knew that I was going to be the person that was going to take care of all of those things. My other brothers did pretty much what I thought that they would do in that situation. That's not good or bad. That's just what, from a personality standpoint, I think everybody kind of fulfilled their obligations based upon what they are.
And I think that is what I think about a lot when I'm by myself. My mom was talking about us having a conversation. And I kept telling her, I was like, I don't think we're all ready to have a conversation at first. Because then it always comes up to, okay, at this moment, what did you do? What happened, or what did I,
sometimes you start
measuring and then saying, and I would tell my mom, that's not what I'm going to do with my brothers, because it doesn't, for me, myself, because I'm the family guy, I'm not going to potentially ruin a relationship with any of my brothers and have that weighing on me. And plus, knowing my dad would be pissed off, ready to knock our heads off, because that's not what he wanted. So as much as she wants us to talk about that and everything, you know what I'm saying, whatever
it's part of her grief recovery.
Yes.
She thinks that she needs to try to put all these things in ducks in a row. It's not necessary. I don't think that going back and trying to weigh out what somebody did or what they didn't do, there's no real way to do that and make it make sense to anybody, because people did what they were capable of doing, what they were able to do at the time, and that was really authentic. I mean, you really got a chance to see people in those type of moments and how that they would react in those moments, and I don't think it was good or bad. It just was what it just is what it is, right?
Yeah, and okay, so deep. When I was in Australia, Dad had go for the first time for hip surgery. He went all the way back to get his hip surgery. And he looked at the doctor and says, "Get the hell up off me.
Yeah.
I'm not doing this."
Yeah.
Took off his, everything, walked out of the thing, and my mom and everyone, "Get back in there. You need to do this." He's like, "I'm not doing this. I don't care what you're saying. I'm getting in the car and driving home. Either you're going to get in the car with me or you're going to get left here." So me knowing and being so family oriented with everyone, I felt that was my job to fly back when I came back a month and a half to 2 months early than I was supposed to make sure that man got on the table. And then I flew back. We all had work together, and I stayed with him. I remember just staying there, talking through. He was finding any other reason not to get on the table. Who ate this and all that, But then I flew back, and he got on the table because I remember talking to him and telling him, "You always told me that you would be here because your father and everything, all the story about that." So now with Keelani, which is our little brother,
right,
who we adopted,
yeah.
Keelani Cook is our brother. You have to be here for him. So if you ain't gonna do that, then what have you told me throughout our whole life? What have you showed me? So I remember him looking at me at that moment, and he gave me this weird kind of like pissed off, but
I know what the right thing is,
It
even though
is.
it's hard. And we talked about that before.
Yeah.
It was like, these kids need to be great, but I have to be great to set the example for them.
Exactly.
And that's important.